Today I'll be reviewing the Viking Valhalla. This is their top of the line bat, 340 pounds. Let's take a look. This comes to me courtesy of Jay Robinson. So he purchased this bat. These are made by James Dollive in England. James also makes the Jedi range. One thing you can say immediately is it's a really clean looking piece of willow. So this is grade 1 LE willow. The tiny little bit of stain down here, which is nothing. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 grains on it. It looks to be perfectly straight through there actually. So yeah, I'd say these grains run dead straight through the bat. Stickers themselves, a little bit of embossing. The Viking with his helmet on, Valhalla written here. This is the top of the line. Distinctive low profile bat, very full, probably 1 millimetre of concaving. A little bit of bow, I'd say it's a very gentle bow. The handle itself, you've got 2 rubbers and a centre cork and some really quality binding through there. Really fine cotton taken all the way down through. This has got a scale grip on it, white. Dimensions, we've got a 36mm edge, 59mm peak of the spine. The centre of the toe is 29mm and out towards the edge is 27, so quite a thick toe. And 16 to 17mm at the top, quite thick at the top of the shoulders. Very flat through this area here. Now, as far as pickup goes, in my hands I felt it before and I thought that it picked up about 2.8. I've since weighed it, which I'll do for you right now, and it came in at 2.92, which you can see there. Alright, well I guess we better tap her up. It's just so responsive down there in that low position, which is the same as the profile. Really well pressed these, really respond well, particularly down here in this low driving area. So Jay, you must be a real front foot player. So we'll pause, and when you get back to it you'll see this all knocked in. Alright, we've finished the knocking of the Valhalla, Viking Valhalla, and we've given it a good polish. As you can see there, I steamed a little bit of that tiny little dent there out, and I've had a go at steaming this one up here out. Other thing I noticed when I got it, there was a tiny little sort of crack here. I don't know if I can zoom in on that, but there's a tiny little crack there that must have been done in manufacturing. So I've sanded that back a tiny little bit. So the edges are all now fully rounded. As much as you can with a square face. It's not easy, I'll tell you that. So generally my process as far as knocking is I start from the centre and I move my way down and out to the edges, and then I do the edge rounding. I don't do it the other way around because I want that surface nice and hard to support the edges as I start to round them, rather than the other way around, because then you can get little cracks forming on the face of the willow. So yeah, this is a really interesting bat. So Jay, the owner, has ordered this specifically to be a low middle, and it definitely completes that task. The hitting area on this is basically from here to here. There's not really anything going up here. As the edge starts to drag down, normally most bats peter out. Okay, we've scuffed it now, and we've put the edge tape under the scuff, so you can see a tiny little bit of bubbling which happens. That in fact is how much scuff sheet I've got left until my next batch arrives, so I won't be doing any knocking for a few weeks until that comes in. Let's give this a tap up, and you should hear a big difference in the sharpness of the bat now. So I've knocked it all the way up to here, and it starts to ping there like any butt. It's going pretty well in the mid now, and its real area of effectiveness is down here in the low. In fact, it's still got some action down here. So right from here to here and wide, because of that convex spine, you've got a really nice wide middle. So the flat face obviously extends the middle a little bit wider, but it has some drawbacks as far as durability. So that's why it's good to have the edge tape on, because these edges, there's not much you can do about it. At some point they'll dry and crack. See how you've gone after the first season, and perhaps you can actually remove your edge tape in your scuff and just turn it into an oil bat. So we'll turn the camera around and we'll bounce a ball on it. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I just realised I forgot to do the weight, so I'm just going to measure this off camera. So it's 2.98, it was 2.92 when it came in, so it's put on 0.6 of an ounce, fully scuffed. Alright, we'll start with the old 4-piece ball. You can hear that real crack sound to it, and that's just going to get better as Jay plays it in. Hopefully he plays it in. So it's got a little bit more action up high too now we've knocked the top in. So basically, when I'm knocking, I take it all the way up to the stickers and around them. So that's good. Dukes. So as I expected, this has got plenty down low, but it's not a slouch in that mid-low to mid. So that is the Valhalla from Viking Cricket, their top of the line 340 pound bat, made to custom specifications, and yeah, it's a real nice bat. Not low density, but it doesn't really matter. Really nice bat. So I think this is going to score a few runs, and well done to Jay, and thank you very much for sending that over for review and knocking. The Viking Valhalla.